Welcome back to In the Shop. Welcome back to In the Shop. Today, we finally got the gun runner in here. I've yanked the front end off of it, which is just bitching that you can just pull the whole front end, comes off in one piece. And there's probably 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's about 14 bolts that hold it in. Really easy. Me and Mike pulled it off last night. We just pulled it in to look at it and ended up yanking this thing off. And like, it took us maybe 35 minutes to get it out. And a few things I'm looking at doing is we're going to try to move the radiator forward a little bit. And I think we'll be able to do that by cutting these brackets here off. Looks like it's an aluminum radiator, and welding them to here. And then that will basically be sitting right here. But we're going to look at that after we raise the motor. And you can see choke points on the motor are going to be right there. Right, that's going to need to be manipulated. It looks like to me, man, there's room underneath for this thing to raise up. We only need to come up about an inch and a half-ish. So it looks like it's going to be pretty easy for it to come up. And see about, have to get new radiator hoses if we move that radiator forward. But yeah, it looks really good. Looks really good. Yeah. So this is where we're at on this project. Got it in here and taken apart. Yep. Project Gun Runner. After some consultation with Tim, who knows this car inside and out, I tried to raise it 3 inches. It actually went up 3 inches, but at the 3-inch mark, the shifter interfered with the tunnel, and it was going to require some extensive modification. Well, not extensive, just some modification on the tunnel to get it to fit. So what I ended up doing was I moved it up that much, and it looks like it's going to come forward about a 1/4 inch. I might push it back because it looks like I've got enough room there. Let's see here. And enough room there. Yeah, I might push it back and do it straight up. Yeah. And even, it's weird because we gained, I don't understand how that worked. That exhaust was on the pan, and I might make an exhaust for this thing because I kind of enjoy making exhaust. I might make a 2.5-inch stainless with an X pipe and get some cool sounds out of it. But we're going to put it together just like this and see. So basically I dropped it down and we're, what is that, about 2 inches? 2 inches, and we're going to see how that's going to be because that's still more. He suggested not to go 3 inches. 3 inches is a big jump. He was looking at doing 1 inch. But if we can get 2, we're going for 2. If we can get 2, we're going for 2. We've got the mounts tacked in. I'm going to go in and kind of radius them off. We got it tacked in, and I went ahead and at 2 inches the shifter worked. We're going to have to raise the tranny mount 2 inches up. We're ready now to start removing the motor and the tranny at the same time. You can see we got it. We're on it, but right now the motor's tilted back because I released the pressure off the transmission. The transmission's actually going to get lifted in the back about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So we're going to get some clearance on those valve covers when we do that. But she's tacked up. She's tacked up and jacked up. So, oh look, the transmission's back touching that thing because that's what when it came up. Yeah. Okay. Bitching.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we've got the angina out. Out! So it's out. It's out, and looks like the new one. I'm going to start working on it. I got to re-lube the cam and get it ready to go in. The mounts they are what they are. They're not the prettiest things in the world, but they seem to be welded on there pretty good. Firewalls massaged back. Yeah, thing's rock and roll ready. Okay, we got the shifter is in and kind of rigged. It looks like I might needs to come this way a little bit. I gotta tighten that. This is loose right here. So yeah. So we got that rigged, which is good. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. I gotta go underneath and hook that up. I had to cut the exhaust to get this to fit. And now it fits. So, oh man, got a power steering pump. Yep, probably put that power steering pump on before we put it back up on the lift. Okay, enthusiasts, it's a new day. We're starting a new day right now. I went and got some bits and pieces this morning at the auto parts store down there at O'Reilly's. I got some tranny fluid, some Dylan Mulvaney fluid. I think we're gonna make a run at trying to fire this thing up. Underneath, I've got a few little things to do. I got to connect the shifter to the transmission. I got to put this belt on. It's loose. I got to tighten it. Put spark plugs in it, spark plug wires, verify timing, and you know, to make everything go better, I went ahead. You know, I re-lubed the cam. I flipped the motor over. I was able to get up in there. I don't know if I got video of it or not, but get up in there and put some cam lube, special break-in lube for the cam on it. And I'm also gonna run this. It's a Brad Penn. It's break-in motor oil, because you know, cams, it's crucial. Breaking in cams, crucial. See how that's gonna work. And I got this radiator hose kit. I don't know, it's, you know, it's adjustable. You can click and cut and modify. So we're gonna see how that's gonna fit. But I'm just going to temporarily install the radiator now. The transmission lines, hopefully they're going to fit, because they got bent up a little. Get that out of the way. They got bent up a little bit. So there you have it. That's where we're at. We're going to get to work picking away, and as soon as I get ready, get close, we're going to fire it up and see what happens. Okay, so if you raise your engine, it's best to raise your transmission mount. So I basically refabricated the transmission mount, raise it about 1.5 inches, 2 inches-ish. The motor's in. It's all in, like Flynn. It's in. It does. This is just a cover, but it's like right at it hangs down below the thing a little bit. I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, so we've got it in. We got a bunch of hookup to do. I gotta get this trans mount once it cools off. Oh, you know what I got outside? I got snow, and I love to weld when it's snowing, because there's nothing better than dipping hot welded parts into the snow and watching them sizzle. So there's the tranny. That's the Dylan Mulvaney. So I got it in there and I fit it, you know, got the motor where I wanted it. Fit that shit up. Welded that shit over there, and bada boom, bada bing, we're cooking with gas. Okay, so it appears that this side, the exhaust will work. The oil filter adapter will not work, so I need to figure something out with that. I think I might be able to use the other one. This side here, the exhaust won't even go on, because you know, everything moved up, and I don't see where it's hitting. Oh, it's hitting there. Yeah, right there. You can see that. It's right up there on there. But that's good, because he said I've wanted to kind of do an exhaust for this thing all the way back. And what I would, in a perfect world, what I would like to do is, I've got some oval stainless. I would like to run it around and then have 2 oval stainless tips right here. Kind of like just a street rod inspired exhaust, but I probably won't do that. I'll probably just do over the axle and out the back around to grandmother's house. Anyways, we're getting there. We just got those things to deal with, and once those things are dealt with, we're going to be laying some rubber down. Yeah, everything looks good, except that I redid. You can see the Dylan Mulvaney mount. That's fresh. This still needs to be tightened up. Well, it's running. I broke the cam in. I only got about 15 minutes on it before that the header got a little hot. I felt a little uncomfortable. So I maybe did 10, 15 minutes at about 2,500 RPM. Got an exhaust leak, that's what you're hearing. I had to cut the exhaust and then redo it. Oh, she's gonna be a runner. So I've been playing with it. It's timed pretty high right now. Pull some idle out of that thing. Once that carb gets warm, it really wants idle fast. Let me get to tuning. Heard it. It fired up and ran. This was probably the easiest one. I didn't want to video. It's kind of hard for me to video and work at the same time, so I just got it ready and hit that starter, and I put a kiss of starting fluid in there, and she lit right away. Idled that out, and then I had to adjust the idle quite a bit to get her to run. The shifter is going to need something because it's not going into park, and I've got a water leak. I got to figure out where that's coming from. We'll get that figured out. It might be that hose on top or something.
Alright, so YouTube, I'm going to go through a
Oh, who knows? You see a little bit of water there and lots of coolant on the ground. It is what it is. She starts up and runs good. Sounds like a beast, an absolute beast. Anyways, we're going to end this one here and maybe make another one putting it back together. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is. Might need some transmission fluid. The tap works. Well, that's good. Okay, so the shifter needs some adjusting. I think that might have been reverse. Oh. That's a big puddle. No hood. Oh, that's not yet. Calling the cops right now.
Oh, you know who that is? That's Carrie Ann.
Oh.